Hey everyone, welcome to another video exploring drums and drum related things. Today's topic will be on getting started on the drum set, and today we're specifically going to focus on choosing an entry-level drum set that is both affordable and high quality at the same time. If you hear some background noise like that, we are actually having a pretty nice thunderstorm going on. So that is what is going on in the background there. This is the remnants of Hurricane Harvey. We're actually in North Carolina, but we're getting some of the effects as it comes up straight through the United States. So that's what's going on there. But back to the video and more important topics. Like I said, we're going to be discussing getting an entry-level drum set. There is another blog out there that I've made on how to get started for $100 or less on the drums. That's for the guys or girls who are on a very tight, low budget and they want to just get something to get them started and something to get them practicing. And the main idea of that video was all you really need to get started is some kind of practice pad, a pair of drumsticks, and a metronome of some kind. So this video is going to focus on those of you who have perhaps saved up a little bit of money, or you just have a little bit more resources to get started with. We're going to show you some things about getting started with an actual drum set. The main idea of this video is that you can definitely get started on the drums for not a lot of money. Yes, you can spend thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars on a drum set, but you don't have to. There are very good, high quality drum sets available for a very reasonable price point. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. The goal of this video and of our site, Part-Time Drummer in general, is to just encourage anyone and everyone to get started playing the drums who has interest or wants to play. We want to try to eliminate all possible barriers to entry. Try to find ways for you to get really great gear at a really great price, and same thing with instruction. Try to get really great instruction at a great price. So today's video will be a two-part series. It'll be one of two. This is going to be the first one. Today we're going to talk about mainly Pearl drums and the options that they offer. And the reason I'm choosing Pearl is because they have quite a few options available for beginning, intermediate, or advanced drummers for really good price points. And then in the next video, we'll probably talk about some of the other brands that you can get. So as you've noticed through the beginning part of this video, we're back at the Sweetwater website. Obviously there are other great websites where you can get drums. You can also do Amazon, eBay. You might even be able to find some of these things on like a Craigslist or something in your local area. Sweetwater is just one of my favorite sites for shopping for music because of the simplicity and 2-day shipping and the great layout of the site. So to get started, we're just going to go and do the drum search. We're doing acoustic drums right now. We may talk about electrics in a different video. So again, selecting acoustic drums, and we're going to look at two different options here. First, we're going to select Pearl. We're talking about Pearl today. And then if you go down in this configuration box here, you have the option of either shell pack or drum sets. Shell pack means that you just want the drums, the shells, your toms, snare drum, bass drum, for usually pretty standard setup. If you do select drum set, means you want all the drums plus the hardware. Cymbals sometimes come with drum set, but rarely. And if they do, they're probably not ones you really want anyway. So we're going to talk about both today. So to get started, we're going to look at shell packs because they're obviously the cheapest option, being that there's no hardware. If you already have cymbals and already have hardware, and by hardware I mean like your snare stand, your bass drum pedals, hi-hat stand, and all your cymbal stands, that's what I mean by hardware. If you've already got those things, then the shell pack option would be for you. And within this shell pack option, I want to discuss 3 different drum set options offered by Pearl. I have personally played Pearl myself. I have Pearl hardware. I currently do not have a Pearl drum set at the time of this video, but that could change at any time because I'm actively in the market for drums, and Pearl is one of my main considerations that I'm looking at. So, but like I said, I've played Pearl before. They're excellent drums, which is why I'm doing this first video just on Pearl. Very high quality, very durable. They tune easily, sound great, and they're just very versatile drums. So the first option I want to talk about real quick is this new kit that Pearl's offering called the Pearl Midtown Series. This is actually a 4-piece kit. It's a mini kit. It comes with a bass drum, 2 toms, and a snare. And it's a mini kit because of the configuration. If you see there at the top, it's a 14 by 16 bass drum, 7 by 12, 7 by 10 tom, and 12 by 13 floor tom, and a 5.5 by 13 snare. So that's a little bit smaller than the standard drum set, but I actually like this drum set a lot, and I'm considering it myself because of the size and the compactness. It doesn't take up a lot of space, so it's great for that. It'd also be great for a practice setup, like I said, because it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it would be pretty easy to carry around to a gig, being that it's so small. They do make a, you see right down there, a bag set where you can put them all in just 2 bags and carry them around, which is one of the things that really interests me. But yeah, if you're interested, just take a look at that kit. It looks really great. It sounds pretty good too, being that it's such a smaller kit. I'll actually link to some videos here as well in the post where you can actually take a listen to see how some of these things sound. But as you can see, it starts at $419. That is just for the shells, just for the drums. And it more than likely, you can see right there, it says no cymbals, stands, or pedals included. More than likely, these things should come with some kind of drum heads. Most do. So yeah, but great starter kit or a great practice kit, or something just to carry around when you need a smaller kit and you don't want to spend a lot of energy lugging around drums. So the Pearl Midtown Series. The next one I want to talk about is another Pearl set. We're still doing shell packs here, and we want to actually increase our price range just a little bit. I want to talk about the Export Series drum kits. The Export Series, Pearl claims, is one of the leading it's probably, they say it's the best-selling drum set that there is. I don't know if that's for them or for the market altogether, but I definitely know that they're very popular. You can find used Export Series that's all over the place if that you wanted to try that. But if you want to get a new one, they start about $600. Again, this is just a shell pack, but on this one, it's a 5-piece. Get bass, drum, 3 toms, and a snare. And you can see that the sizes are the standard sizes: 22-inch kick, 10 and 12, and 16 floor tom, and a 14-inch snare drum. These sound great. I'll also put a link to these so you can hear them. What I really like about is their, what do they call these things now? They change the name all the time. They're Optilock tom mounts, as you can see right there. Basically, they're the toms are not. There's nothing penetrating the shell like some of the older style Export series. So these are free hanging toms, which means they're going to sound really great when you get them all tuned up. I would not be ashamed to carry this kit anywhere. If you have a good set of heads on there, you know how to tune them up well, they will sound very good, very professional. So Pearl Export series, highly recommended. And then the other kit I wanted to talk about real quick by Pearl is the Maple, or the Decade Maple series. I forgot to say the Export series, I think they do a combination on the wood. It's like a poplar and something else. And then this kit is made of maple. So that's the primary difference in price, why this one's $700 and the other one was $600. All the other features are very similar. It's got the Optilock mounts again, but it's just the slight increase in quality with the better wood. I love the way these things sound, these maple kits here. I will also provide a video link for those so you can hear exactly how those sound. And yeah, if you have a little extra to spend, I think it'd be worth it to get these. Maple is a great sounding wood for the drum set. So those were the kits, and those were the shell packs. Now, some of you may not have all that, the hardware and cymbals needed to get started. So what you would want to do is, if you need to get hardware with your drum set, you would just select the brand, and then you would come down and set it to drum set. And these prices you're going to automatically see are going to increase, but it's because they include your hardware with the drum set. So if we were going to go back and try to get a similar kit to where we're looking, here's the Pearl series again. We were looking at the EXL. This one is with hardware, so you're looking at close to $800. So it's $200 increase, but for the hardware that you get from Pearl, it's probably definitely worth it. Let's see what you're getting on this one. You're getting a pedal. It doesn't say it where's how many stands you get. Okay, you get a pedal, and you usually get, it says the stands. I'm not reading it closely here. You should probably, I would guess you would get a hi-hat stand, and you would probably get what's pictured here. One bass drum pedal, one snare stand, one hi-hat stand, and two cymbal stands, which is a great start for your kit. And you would be able to set up a setup pretty similar to this, where you would have your basic three main cymbals. You would have a hi-hat, ride cymbal, and a crash cymbal. We'll talk about cymbals in another video, but like I said, this one includes hardware. And if we wanted to look at that Decade series kit with hardware included, let's see if we can find one down here somewhere. I know you're in here. You may notice too that there are other series of drums offered by Pearl at different price points and different shell setups, like more drums. There's options for, like you can see there, a double bass drum setup. Whatever your price point is, I just wanted to give you options. But there are cheaper Pearl kits, but I don't know that I would want to get some of the cheaper ones. They would work, don't get me wrong now, but they wouldn't quite sound as good, in my opinion. But I mean, if you're just getting started, they would probably serve you just fine. Honestly, I don't see a hardware option for the Decade series, which is fine. You can always buy a hardware package separately as well. So, but just wanted to show you that there are hardware options if you need to get that. So there you have it. Just part one of this series talking about Pearl drums and some of the options that they offer. Like I said, the reason I recommend Pearl is because they're extremely affordable, they're durable, they sound great, they're very versatile, so it's definitely something to consider. So as I said already, I will provide links for some videos for each of the different series that I talked about, the Midtown, the Export, and the Decade Maple series, so you can hear what they sound like. And again, the point is to not have to spend a lot of money to get a great setup when you're getting started here. Or, I mean, these drums will work great for even Midtown or intermediate to professional level too. I mean, they sound really good, especially considering you're not having to pay a lot of money. So we want to eliminate all excuses. We want everybody who wants to get into drumming to get into drumming. All right, so there you have it. In the next video, we'll talk about some of the other great brands that are available for the drummer.